Welcome to Dark Legends Asia, your gateway to chilling whispers, forgotten shadows, and the haunted truths buried deep in the corners of our cities. If you're drawn to the unknown, to the places people avoid, and the stories they never finish telling, then you're in the right place. Like, share, and subscribe, and let the darkness in. Tonight's tale is called The Unexplainable Apartment, showing in Hong Kong. In the dense, neon-lit district of Wan Chai, Hong Kong, stands a building few people talk about, and even fewer enter. On the 11th floor, tucked into a corner of an aging residential tower, sits a surprisingly spacious apartment. Full of light, quiet, too quiet, and priced far, far below market value. For years, people have come to see it. They walk in, but none stay. Here are 5 stories, 5 viewings, that tell you why. Group 1. The first family. The Wan family came first. A young couple and their 7-year-old daughter, Lily. They loved the space. High ceilings, clean floors, natural light. It was perfect, at least, at first. But as they spoke with the agent, Lily wandered into one of the bedrooms. They found her standing frozen, staring into a corner. The woman says this room is hers, she whispered. Her parents exchanged nervous smiles, brushing it off as imagination. But then Lily began to cry, no, scream, thrashing her arms, insisting someone was pushing her. She says, "I have to leave." The Wans didn't argue. They grabbed the daughter and left. They never came back. Group 2. The college friends. In 2004, 4 college friends booked a viewing as a dare. They brought a camcorder, laughing as they filmed each other walking through the supposedly haunted flat. They joked, teased, smiled, until they played the footage back. There, by the window, stood a figure. Pale, still, long black hair covering her face. They had not seen her during filming. Then, one of the friends suddenly collapsed, gasping, clawing at his neck. "She's choking me," he whispered. The others dragged him out of the flat, abandoning the camera inside. They never retrieved it. They never spoke of it again. Group 3. The property agent. A few years later, a junior real estate agent was sent to prepare the apartment for viewing. He entered alone. As he stepped inside, he heard dripping. The bathroom faucet was on, despite being tightly shut. He turned it off. Then the kitchen sink started. And then, wet footprints appeared on the floor, leading from the bathroom to the bedroom, stopping at the wardrobe. He opened it, nothing inside, but then he felt it. Breathing, cold and steady, on the back of his neck. He ran. He never showed that unit again. Group 4. The newlyweds. A desperate young couple ignored the warnings and signed the lease. It was a steal, after all. The first week, fine. Then came the sobbing. Low, sad, coming from the walls. The husband began to sleepwalk, always toward the front door. "She wants me to go with her," he'd say, eyes blank. One afternoon, the wife came home to find muddy handprints smeared across their bedroom mirror. Her husband was asleep on the couch. His hands, clean. They broke the lease and moved out that same night. Group 5. The final viewing. The final known viewing was recent. A real estate agency brought in a group of buyers for a walkthrough. It was quiet. Everyone moved slowly, as if the air itself was heavy. Then, one woman paused and asked, "Who else is living here?" The agent smiled awkwardly. "It's vacant." The woman pointed to the balcony corner. "She's right there," she said. "She's been watching us since we arrived." The group fell silent. One by one, they turned toward the corner. Nothing, and yet, no one said another word. The showing ended early. No offers, no follow-ups. The apartment remains vacant to this day. You might think the story ends there. But the thing about haunted places is they remember. After the 5th group walked out in silence, something changed. The apartment no longer waited for visitors. It started reaching out. Bonus story 1. The night cleaner. A janitor working the late shift in the building said he once saw the lights flicker in the apartment, even though the power had been shut off for months. One night, his curiosity got the better of him. He took the elevator to the 11th floor and stood in front of the apartment door. He claims he never touched it. The door opened on its own. Inside, darkness. Cold air spilled out like breath. He took one step in. Then, from inside the apartment, a woman's voice whispered, so close, it felt like it was inside his ear, "You're not supposed to see me." The door slammed shut behind him. He woke up 2 hours later, in the stairwell, shoes soaked, his shirt torn like someone had grabbed him. He quit that night. Bonus story 2. The locksmith. A professional locksmith was called in after the agency claimed they lost the keys. He arrived during the day, casual and confident. He'd broken into tougher locks before, but the keyhole was strange, corroded, cold, and filled with black dust. As he began his work, he heard scratching from inside the door. Then a knock from the other side. He backed away, startled. And then, through the peephole, a single eye looked out at him. Wide, pale, watching. He dropped his tools and ran. The agency claimed he never submitted a bill. He never answered calls. His workshop was abandoned within a week. Bonus story 3. The exorcist. Eventually, a local feng shui master and part-time exorcist was hired by someone trying to cleanse the space privately. He visited the apartment with a red thread, incense, and spirit bells. He stayed inside for exactly 22 minutes. When he came out, his hands were trembling. His hair had turned partially white. He told the client only one thing: there is a woman who died there. But she doesn't know she's dead, and she doesn't want to leave. The more people enter, the more she remembers how she died. The client asked what happened to her. The exorcist shook his head. She was waiting for someone who never came. Now, she waits for everyone. He refused payment and moved to Macau shortly after. Bonus story for the man in the elevator. Tenants from other floors began reporting strange behavior with the building's elevator. Sometimes, late at night, the elevator would go up to the 11th floor by itself, then come back down with someone inside. Security footage shows the doors opening. No one inside. And yet, the weight sensors shift. The lights flicker, and once, just once, the camera caught a blurry figure standing in the far corner, facing the wall. The footage was deleted within hours. No explanation given. Some places are not haunted by what happened, but by what was supposed to. A woman waits in that apartment. For someone who left. For someone who promised to return. Or for you. They say if you stand in the far corner, the one by the balcony, and whisper, "I see you," you'll feel her breathe. And then, she sees you too. This extended tale, The Unexplainable Apartment showing in Hong Kong, continues to grow. If you want more real urban legends, haunted truths, and ghost stories from across Asia, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you've ever been in that building, we'd love to hear your story. Until next time, don't answer if she knocks.